I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was a dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot him to the...
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. For the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now Carr on the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure, they got him again. K'Lavon Chaisson. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Agnew now to return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. Flashed the stick skills but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Working with a 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he gets it down to the 32.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Lawrence on first down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jacob Hollister there to make the grab. And the Jaguars will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be out right at the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Myles Jack there to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Carr. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Quentin Jefferson gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Play action. It's Lawrence. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Here's Carr to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Devon Hamilton able to get him for a loss of about 3. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Carr. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
So, great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions.
He's got a man complete. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A big play there just before halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne. As the first half is winding down. And the Jags are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On third down, Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Carr. Quick slant to Brown. Touchdown Raiders. Antonio Brown from 19 yards away. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Here's Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! Lambeau on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Makes the score 42. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Lawrence. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Still shedding tackles. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And down inside the 15 he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Solomon Thomas never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lawrence will throw.
He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Carr going to look to throw.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Touchdown, Jaguars.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
K'Lavon Chaisson
bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it.